Good morning to all of you. Myself, Manish Sharma, Assistant Professor SIRT Pharmacy, Faculty of Pharmacy, Surgical Sciences, Faculty of Good morning, all of you. Myself, Manish Sharma, Assistant Professor SIRT Pharmacy, Faculty of Pharmaceutical Sciences, State University Bhopal. Today is my lecture on Biochemistry, Unit 2nd, Metabolism of Carbohydrates. Let's involve various cycles, reaction, glycolysis, TCA cycle, gluconeogenesis, HMP shunt, etc. First of all, like metabolism. Metabolism is the process. It's involved two process: catabolic reaction and anabolic reaction. Catabolic reaction generally we can generally हम बोल सकते हैं कि कैटाबोलिक रिएक्शन जो होती है इनमें कॉम्प्लेक्स मॉलिक्यूल्स कन्वर्ट होते हैं इन अ सिंपल मॉलिक्यूल्स एंड देन एनर्जी रिलीज होती है इन एनाबॉलिक रिएक्शन सिंपल मॉलिक्यूल्स कन्वर्ट होते हैं एज ए कॉम्प्लेक्स simple process glycolysis is known as competent Mayer-Hub pathway. It is a major pathway of carbohydrate metabolism. In a glycolysis, glucose is converted into two molecules of pyruvate in aerobic condition, and in anaerobic condition glucose convert into lactate. It means of anaerobic condition is known as lack of oxygen. लेक एल से याद रख सकते हैं हम लोग एल से याद रहेगा आपको लैक्टेट एनारोबिक रिएक्शन इन साइटोप्लाज्म में होती है ओवरऑल जो ग्लाइकोलिसिस है इसमें 10 रिएक्शन होती हैं 10 स्टेप होती है ग्लूकोज फर्स्ट ग्लूकोज कन्वर्ट इनटू glucose 6 phosphate. It is an overall reaction of glycolysis glucose convert into two molecules of pyruvate. First 1 to 5 steps of glycolysis is known as energy investment phase. Glucose convert into glucose 6 phosphate, fructose 6 phosphate, then fructose 1,6 bis phosphate, then fructose 1,6 bis phosphate convert into dihydroxy acetone phosphate and glyceraldehyde 3 phosphate. These are the energy investment phase of glycolysis. And 6 to 10 steps is an energy generating phase of glycolysis. Dihydroxy acetone phosphate and this is the glyceraldehyde 3 phosphate. Glyceraldehyde 3 phosphate is converted into 3 phosphoglycerate, 2 phosphoglycerate, 2 phosphoenol pyruvate. First step of glycolysis is glucose convert into glucose 6 phosphate in the presence of hexokinase. During this reaction, ATP is converted into ADP. It is the first step of glycolysis in the presence of enzyme hexokinase. It is the second step of glycolysis. Glucose 6 phosphate convert into fructose 6 phosphate in the presence of enzyme isomerase, phosphohexoisomerase. This step is known as isomerization. During this process and step, glucose 6 phosphate is converted into fructose 6 phosphate. And this is a third step of glycolysis, phosphorylation. Fructose 6 phosphate convert into fructose 1,6 bis phosphate in the presence of enzyme kinase, the phosphofructokinase. During this process, ATP is converted into ADP. Overall, the first three steps of glycolysis, 2-phosphate group is added and a 6-member glucose ring is isomerized into 5-member fructose ring. Then energy stored in 2 ATP molecules is utilized to modify the structure of glucose. Step 4, cleavage the fructose ring into dihydroxy phosphate and glyceraldehyde 3-phosphate. These are the fructose structure of fructose 1,6 bisphosphate. This bond is breakdown and it will convert into aldose and dihydroxyacetone phosphate and glyceraldehyde 3-phosphate. These are the fifth stage of glycolysis. Isomerization the dihydroxyacetone phosphate into another glyceraldehyde 3-phosphate. It is a sixth step. Aldehyde and of the molecule is oxidized and phosphorylated by dehydrogenase enzyme and NADA. This produces 1,3-bis phosphoglycerate and NADH. Glyceraldehyde 3-phosphate dehydrogenase enzyme. It convert 1,3-bis glyceraldehyde 3-phosphate convert into 1,3-bis phosphoglycerate. It is a 7-step of glycolysis. During this process, 1,3-bis phosphoglycerate is converted into 3-phosphoglycerate. The next 3-phosphoglycerate convert into 2-phosphoglycerate in the presence of phosphoglycerate mutase. It is a ninth step. During water is lost to form phosphoenol pyruvate. 2-phosphoglycerate it convert into phosphoenol pyruvate in the presence of enzyme enolase. This is the last step 10 of glycolysis. Phosphoenol pyruvate is converted into pyruvate in the presence of enzyme pyruvate kinase, and during this process ADP convert into ATP. The 2-glyceraldehyde 3-phosphate unit is converted into 2-pyruvate unit in the phase 2 of glycolysis. Overall, the energy generating phase from 2 NADH and 4 ATP. 2 ATP used in phase of 1 glycolysis and 4 ATP are made in phase 2 of glycolysis. The net result of synthesis of 2 ATP from the glycolysis. 2 NADPH formed are made up in the cytoplasm and must transport into the mitochondrial join and the electron transport chain and make ATP. Under aerobic condition, under anaerobic condition and fermentation. Thanks.